Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. This is Umar with you. What if I say there is a heavy divergence, whether it is Nifty or Banknifty or Sensex or Midcap Nifty or whatsoever index you are trading, there is a heavy divergence. And I have been telling this that for the last 2 or 3 trading sessions that the market is likely to come down, but it is not coming down. And markets are really strong. It is in the bull's grip, and bears are not able to bring the market on the downside. Bears are not able to bring the market on the downside despite being overbought, or it's in the overbought region, right? So if you see in the indicator perspective, whether it is RSI or whether it is stochastics or whether it is any other oscillator or whatsoever, it is being, all the indicators are being in the overbought zone, and it should be time for the markets to come down, but we are really surprised to see the market going on the higher side, and Nifty very reluctant to come on the downside. In fact, it is trying to go above 21k, but it is not happening. Even today, at least twice or thrice, it was going to trying to go on the higher side, but it was not able to go. Now we have a very important data today, and even day after tomorrow we have a very important data. Based on that, market might come down. Now in terms of important data, it is not important data in India, but it is very important data for US market, and as mother market of all the markets, we follow US market strictly. And if there is any downward movement in US market today evening 7 p.m., there is going to be inflation rate, core inflation rate month on month, core inflation rate year on year, and inflation rate month on month, and inflation rate year on year is going to happen today. Based on this proxy, US Federal Reserve is going to come out on Tuesday, and they are going to say whether they are going to increase the interest rate or decrease. They are not going to decrease the interest rate. Whether they are going to increase the interest rate or whether they are going to pause the interest rate is going to be very crucial. So we'll just dive in. Let us see what is happening in terms of market. Before that, let me before going into any other subject, let me show you the details of what is going to happen today at 7 p.m. US time. Not US time, India time. When I'm shooting this video, time is around 6 p.m. Maybe another 1 hour it is going to take. 7 p.m. core inflation rate month on month is going to come, and core inflation rate year on year is going to come. Inflation rate month on month and inflation rate year on year is going to come. Out of these four proxies, core inflation rate year on year is going to be very important. Now you might know that annual core consumer price inflation rate in the United States, which is excludes volatile item such as food, energy, edged down to an over 2 year low of around 4% in October 2023. Now you might know that it is around 4% now. And why is it 4%? Because US Federal is keep on increasing the interest rate for the last maybe 5 or 6 or even more quarters, right? So it is up to they have a target of 2%. You have to understand, US Federal Reserve time and again has been saying they are having an inflation rate of around 2%. Without that target, they are not going to decrease the interest rate. Maybe they will pause the interest rate, or they are going to increase the interest rate. They have only two options. Either they are going to pause the interest rate, which they have been doing for last 2 times, and they can increase the interest rate. Now if they have a target inflation of 2%, probably they are going to pause the interest rate, which is being factored into. If they are not pausing the interest rate, they are going to increase the interest rate. There is no chance Federal Reserve is going to decrease the interest rate for coming for at least for this year. We are having just 15 days, right? So this is as I told in yesterday's video, markets will be consolidating till this data is coming out, and even the Federal Reserve data is going to come out on Wednesday. So you can see choppiness, or you can see consolidation in the market. And in fact, today was mid-cap Nifty expiry, and you can see that market never moved. I am talking about mid-cap Nifty. mid cap nifty never moved below 10,000 K, and on the higher side it never went about 10,100. So it was, for most of the trading session, it was simply moving, and just after 235 we saw a green candle. It shot up till 10,020 and there were no premium. And why am I saying this is because our trades, we made a profit of around 10,083 today, which works out to be around 0.36% of our total capital, right? So we'll talk about that later. For now, we'll concentrate on market. Now, what might happen if the, let's say hypothetically, or let's say for example, if core inflation rate year on year is going to around 4.3%, or let's say 4.7%, comes out at 7 p.m. at 4.7%. So what is going to happen? Maybe market will come down, or we can see Dow Jones, S&P, Nasdaq all going to hit very badly, and it is going to be bears who are going to dominate the market. In US, I'm talking about US. So obviously what is going to happen is tomorrow we are going to gap down, but we really don't know. That's hypothetical, or this is an hypothesis, right? We will come to know after US market closes only, not only after the data comes out. We will have to wait till the US market closes, and we will have to see how Asia Pacific opens tomorrow early morning, and let's see how gift nifty reacts, and let's see how our markets are opening. Now let us say, for example, even if inflation rate, core inflation rate year on year increases to more than 4%, more than what it was last time. Last time it was around 4%. You are seeing that on the screen. Let's say it is coming at 4.3%, or let's say it's coming at 4.5%. So we might see a knee-jerk reaction in the US market, and we might see redness in the US market. Now, even if we gap down tomorrow, I don't think Nifty and Banknifty going below these levels. So let me go to the Nifty chart. So this is the Nifty chart, and if at all there is any bad news, I don't see Nifty going below 20,500, and Banknifty going below, anywhere below 47,000. And this gap which was formed on December 4th is going to be a very, very strong gap, and this gap is going to be a very, very strong support in terms of Banknifty, and it is going to be very hard for bears to take this gap. There is going to be a lot of fight in this area, which is going to be a very, very good supply zone, and likelihood of bears taking 47,000, or let's say 46,500, or let's say 46,200 for that matter. It's going to be very, very hard for bears to take this level. So I'm very, very confident, and I'm fully confident that the likelihood of Banknifty coming below 46,500 is very, very high. And in terms of Nifty, I don't see it coming anywhere below 20,500, right? That is the gap which was formed on December 3rd or 4th. So I am super confident that 20,400 and 46,500 in terms of Banknifty is going to be very, very hard to be taken. So markets, even if there is any bad news in the US, we are likely to hold, is what I'm trying to say, or is my perspective about this market. And in terms of US market, let us see what is happening in terms of US market. All US futures are waiting for Dow Jones, S&P, Nasdaq. Not even US futures, even European markets are sluggish. They are waiting for 7 p.m. data. We have a Telegram group where we update all this data. So if you want, you can join this group, for which the link is on the description below, right? So let's wait and see what happens in terms of US market. And after that, you can decide whether you want to go long or whether you want to short this market, is what I would say, right? I hope I have summarized everything. I'll see you in yet another video. Till then, take care. Bye.